From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good evening. Hope you enjoyed your weekend so far. As far as first weekend of March goes, pretty typical, right? We're getting into this more active pattern right about now. Notice across the area, we're cooling down back to the upper 40s in the valley. Lots of temperatures flirting with freezing out here in Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the eastern mountains. We'll call it mid-30s, some lower 30s though mixed in there as well. Along the coast, we're going to call it lower 40s here for tonight and into the early hours of tomorrow morning. Now, we're starting to get rid of this precipitation through our Monday. I think tomorrow is going to be the driest day of probably the next 3 or 4 days. I think that's probably the time frame of maximum precipitation chances, right? Of course, what we saw today was the beginning of that. Then as we head through Tuesday, Wednesday, and into the first half of Thursday, I think that's whenever we see that other systems, systems, depends on how you define it, move through and temperatures stay moderated as a result. So let's take a look at the futurecast first and foremost for tomorrow, forecast across the area. Hey, we might actually start seeing those 60s creep back in the valley, right? We're probably going to be talking right there near 60, so I'm not talking upper 60s or anything, but definitely a little bit of improvement in this respect. We'll call it lower 50s along the coast and out towards Trinity County, probably some mid 50s up by Weaverville. Wouldn't shock me at all. Here out in Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the eastern mountains, we're going to be talking various flavors of 40. You got your best shot at upper 40s up here, really from Etna over to Mount Shasta, Trinity Center north of, really just south and north right there kind of by the county line. Then out towards Susanville, yeah, you might hit 50. I think tomorrow's going to be a pretty decent day for most of us. Again, mostly dry. I think most of the moisture's kind of pushed out of here by the time we're heading through, I'd say this time tomorrow, right? The extended term futurecast paints the picture here of more moisture coming in there through that midweek time. Remember, that's what I was talking about there. Tuesday, we see that chance kind of beginning. I don't think it's quite as widespread Tuesday. I think it's going to be here Wednesday especially. Now, by the way, Wednesday, when this stuff kind of develops, I think we might have some convection with it with those updrafts. Maybe a few rumbles of thunder in the valley, especially if some of those updrafts can get established. So don't say I didn't warn you if you see some bolts of lightning there in that midweek time frame. Thursday, like I said, the first half of the day, it starts to linger. It's still kind of meandering is really kind of the best way to put it because it's pivoting right over us. Then as we head through Thursday afternoon, so it's starting to fizzle out. You notice here you really don't see that much in the way of widespread stuff. It's really lingering over here in the eastern mountains out here towards Susanville, Portola, heading down towards the Sacramento Valley as well. By the way, we got a winter weather advisory out here, portions of the eastern valley, or eastern mountains east of the valley, I should say. So that's a little bit fitting to say the least. But yeah, by the time we're heading through Thursday, it's pushing out of here, right? That's setting the stage for that drier end of the week. Friday into Saturday, we really start to dry out pretty nicely. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and into next week. There's a little bit of variation. So Friday, Saturday, looking good. Thumbs up for me. But I'm going to step off here real quick. Let me show you this here. You see this big system coming in off the coast. I'm going to hold the futurecast right here. I've seen indications that this is probably going to end up pushing into the area by the time we're heading into late Sunday or Monday. The timing is going to waffle a little bit, so I don't want to get too specific on that, but I do think we might stay in this active pattern out towards the next 7 to 10 days. So again, on that front, don't say I didn't warn you there. If we do start seeing those rain chances elevate just a little bit out towards 7 days or so, 8 days or so from now. But by the end of the week, most of Thursday, especially the second half of Thursday for a lot of us, Friday and Saturday, we're going to clear out nicely, much less precipitation there. And hey, little precipitation's never hurt anybody. We didn't pick up too much, right? We weren't talking some widespread crazy event. In fact, hot spots across the area, a couple inches of rain, not much more than that. So we can definitely work with that. That much is for sure. So all in all, I think we're going to stay a little above average, a little below average for temperatures and a little above average precipitation chances for the next several days. So we're definitely going to be a little cooler. We're not going to be breaking any records with temperatures for the next few weeks probably, like the other day, right? That was definitely kind of a one-off. We're not going to be seeing any more of that for a little bit yet. I don't think the pattern is going to shift quite like that. So taking a look at the big picture, I'm going to actually start on the other side because remember what I was talking about. There is a chance of those showers. We'll watch that. Again, I don't want to get too concrete or specific, but I have seen some signals that we could stay in this active pattern out towards the next 7 or 8 days. But again, that midweek time frame is where we're watching for those elevated chances of precipitation. A chance still does linger on Thursday, but I think by the second half of the day, it's for most of us starting to push out of here, especially along the coast, a little further in than out towards Trinity County. Temperatures dip a little bit. We're going to be seeing those 40s take hold in various flavors, right? It's the best way to put it, over the next several days, but we start to see those 50s return by the end of the week. That's that slight warming trend that we've been talking about over the last couple of days. And again, by the end of the weekend, we might see that stuff kind of creeping in, but I really think most of it will be in the first half of next week. Next week, not this week, but next week. So it's a ways out, and I don't want to get too specific on it. I'm just kind of highlighting the possibility of that active pattern. It could change in either direction, so we'll watch it because models that far out, they waffle a lot. That much is for sure. So again, Wednesday could have a couple rumbles of thunder, could see a thunderstorm or two if some of those downpours can get established. So we'll watch that there. Notice you can really see that warming trend a little more pronounced here. Of course, we have those showers through Tuesday and again, of course, Wednesday, but Thursday for the most part, I think it's moving out of here. Friday and Saturday, hey, mid-60s return. How about that? A nice end to our week.